What's going on, YouTube? We're back with another Zendikar Rising draft. We're finally back on that drafting grind. We got drafted up a really spicy one here, so make sure you stick around and check it out. If you like the video, make sure you guys click the subscribe button and hit the bell for more. Alrighty, everybody, here we are with another Zendikar Rising draft. I think we should probably just take Shatterskull Minotaur first. This is probably the best card in the pack. Maybe we could make an argument for Bubble Snare, but Valakut Awakening's like whatever. Just some weird Wheel of Fortune that's a land. Typically not that good in draft, so take the Shatterskull Minotaur, move on. Here we're going to take the best card in the pack, which I think is... So there's either Bubble Snare, Scion of the Swarm, or Feed the Swarm, and I think you could make an argument for any of them being the best card. I'm going to take Feed the Swarm because I think it's just the easiest one to get into. It also makes sense if we have a Shatterskull Minotaur. Black-red tends to be the Warriors deck, so you tend to want to be going Warrior Party there. There's also Fastfoot Surge in the pack, which honestly is pretty good as well. Pack Beast as well. Hopefully we wheel Pack Beast. That pack was pretty strong. Alright, so we have Sure-Footed Infiltrator in the pack, and we also have Spoils of Adventure. Expedition Healer, Shepherd of Heroes. Wow, this is a good pack too. Bubble Snare. These are high-quality packs. I think I'm going to take Sure-Footed Infiltrator here. Again, I'm just trying to take the strongest card in the pack. I think Spoils is the least likely for me to play at the same power level as Sure-Footed Infiltrator. So I'm going to just take Sure-Footed for now. Like 3 Bubble Snares that we've passed already. There's another Sign of the Swarm. Deadly Alliance. Could be like Black-Red Party. Could be Blue-Black Control. Neither of those really want Scion of the Swarm. I'd rather have Deadly Alliance at that point. But Deadly Alliance and Feed the Swarm together are two really, really good cards. If I do end up going white-black, I would still want Deadly Alliance anyways. But obviously Scion of the Swarm is better in that very specific archetype. Alright, so Riptide, definitely not what we want. Umor Mystic, I don't think is where we want to head with this. Based on what we've drafted so far. Chilling Trap, definitely not. I do like Ardent Electromancer a little bit if we're showing off that we might be going party. I think it just works really well with Shatterskull Minotaur in general. So we'll go ahead and take that. I most want to give myself the chance to black colors, but chance I don't. Maybe I'm supposed to just take Field Research here. I could possibly make an argument for taking Farsight Adept as well. I don't think I want to get into the Roiling Regrowth, like Rabid Bite, Cleansing Wildfire fight with all these cards that are left in the pack still. Especially because I don't have a single card that I really think wants those types of cards. I think I'm going to take... This is tough. Maybe I'll just take Seagate Colossus. It kind of leaves me open. Then here I think we can make an argument for Ardent Electromancer or Synchronized Spellcraft. I think I'm just going to take the Spellcraft here. I like having removal. Black-Red does tend to be the deck that wants like a lot of removal in it. Expedition Diviner in the pack as well. There's a possibility we don't play black. It doesn't look super open. I'm going to take the Diviner for now. I don't think we're losing out on anything by giving up Blood Price or Tormenting Voice. Those are kind of like random trash cards you can pick up. Whoa! Into the Royal this late in the pack. Pick 9. That's kind of crazy. I'm going to take that. I'm going to, yep, Bubble Snare. I'm going to use this as a sign that blue's open. And then I think we're actually going to transition here into blue-black control. Take this anti-cognition. Our Mystic's up too. Alright, I'll take that just in case we do end up going blue-red. Squid's fine. Nobody's in blue at all in this though. Alright, so... We've got a Wizard, Rogue, Warrior. A Spellcraft. And Molten Blast. I think I just want Acquisitions Expert. I already have one Anti-Cognition. I think Coveted Prize will wheel. I don't mind having Coveted Prize in the deck. It's just cheap enough. It's like a 3-mana tutor. Which is like fine in long board stalls. There's Acquisitions Expert and there's also Bubble Snare. What do I have for removal? I have Feed the Swarm, Deadly Alliance, 1 Bubble Snare. I'm going to take Acquisitions Expert. I think it's a little bit better, and Snare came way back around, so... We might just not have people in blue-black at all. Wow, this pack is really good for red green drafters. We've got a Mammoth and a Surge and a Brushfire Elemental. This pod, the cards that I've seen going past are really, really powerful. I think I'm going to take Skyclave Plunder here. I think it's just an okay. Like, it's just a draw. It's just a late game draw 3. Oh, man. Feed the Swarm, Bubble Snare, Skulker. This card sucks. I'll take another Feed the Swarm. Probably need more rogues here for the Sure-Footed Infiltrator. I really do like having a lot of removal with a Sure-Footed Infiltrator, though. Oh, man, we have Mind Drain and Skydancer and Vanquish. I think we have to take Vanquish here. It's just good removal again. Hopefully that Skydancer comes back around, though. That's what I really want. But at the very worst, I think Mind Drain should come back. Super happy to take another Acquisitions Expert. This card's just a 2-for-1. I don't mind a second Anti-Cognition in this deck. Take the Royal Mage. I don't really want anything else in this. We have 1, 2. Into the Royal's like kind of a removal spell. So let's go 3, 4, 5. I have 5 true removal spells. And then 1 like half removal spell. Zulaport Duelist versus Bubble Snare. I do like taking Bubble Snare. It's maybe. I don't think I need a Duelist. I definitely don't want another Skyclave Plunder. I will play 1, but I don't think you can play more than 1. 5 mana is just a lot to be committing to something like that. And all the party stuff is wide open. All the blue cards are out. All the white cards are out. All the red cards are out. Take Deliberate here. I think everybody's fighting for green. Okay, maybe not. I don't know what everybody's drafting in the pod then. I guess I'll just Brushfire Elemental in my deck. I'll just take this random uncommon. Sure. First card in the pack. So we need 4 cards in pack 3. Maybe the card quality was just really, really high and there's actually a lot of people drafting different things. Brushfire Elemental that late seems really weird because there's like almost no cards you want over it in green-red, so that means no one's drafting green-red. Alright. There's a Nissa here. With 3/3 Elemental. Do I have a way to splash this? Is there any way I can just work in a green source to have that be my game ender? Otherwise, it's just 3rd Acquisitions Expert. I mean, 3rd Acquisitions Expert is definitely not bad. I'm worried I don't have a way to end the game. I'm gonna take the Acquisitions Expert. Oh, that's a way to end the game. So Nighthawk Scavenger and Shadow Stinger and Skydancer in the pack. Hopefully Shadow Stinger comes back. But Nighthawk Scavenger's fast. Oh, a Shadow Stinger. Oh, we really picked up like everything we needed. What does this do? Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand plus 1. The rest of the game you have no maximum hand. That card seems terrible. Seems good and constructed. I'm just gonna take a Mind Drain here. Sure. Like a second Deadly Alliance. Oh, this Rogue's really good too. Oh, that's the red one? I thought it was the black one for a second. Is there red cards I want to splash here? No. Into the Royal's fine then. What am I cutting then? I'm just playing 16 lands here. Seems kind of greedy. I think I want Living Tempest in the deck somewhere. Cut Royal Mage here. I wonder if I just play 16 lands. Maybe it's just super greedy. We didn't wheel any of this. We didn't wheel the Shadow Stinger or the Sky Dancers. Somebody else is definitely drafting like rogues. Or 2 more people are drafting rogues. This deck looks really good for there being like 2 drafters in the pod with me. I do have Black Bloom Rogue as a land. A lot of times I want to play that as a spell though. Oh, I'll just cut Expedition Diviner. That card doesn't make any sense in this deck. Want an extra swamp? I've got double black here. How many creatures do I have? That's the next question. So I've got 3 rogues, 4 rogues, 5, 6, 7. 7 rogues and 1 Living Tempest. That's good enough. Alrighty, everybody, here we are with game 1 of this blue-black control deck. We're going to keep this. Acquisitions Experts just basically Ravens Crimes on our opponent, so we can just Ravens Crime our opponent, Mind Drain them, Ravens Crime them again. This deck's going to win a lot by just attacking our opponent's hands. Okay, I'll take that. Sneaking Guide is interesting there. Oh, man. Our opponent's hand is going to get blown up if they're playing cards like this. I want to see if I can get to their land drops. Royal Eruption, Practice Tactician. Cards left? Realistically, they'll be on land, spell, nothing. Oh, draw card. Wow. Alright, that's pretty good. I think I have to just kill Akiri here, unfortunately. I can't allow for our opponent to draw a bunch of cards like that. I can Acquisitions Expert away the last card here in a second. Hopefully they don't double spell here. Yep, there's the double spell. At least we have them out of resources. I'm just gonna wait on the Acquisitions Expert. Maybe our opponent doesn't play a card here. Flying Lifelink, Death Touch. Okay, Relic Axe. We're against Red White Equipment. Makes it unblockable. I think I'm just trading for Gomafada here. I just need time. I'll take Sure-Footed Infiltrator, Bubble Snare, and Swamp. And then I will Bubble Snare Sneaking Guide, so that way it never untaps. So because our opponent's taking time to... Alright, well, I guess that just quells whatever I was about to say. I was going to say, because our opponent is taking time to equip, there's a chance that they don't have the time to play another card, and we could get one with Acquisitions Expert. Relic Axe gives it 1 toughness? Is that it? I think it's best for us to just kill Teeter Peak Ambusher here. Really, all we have to do is grind through 1 more card. We just need to get rid of whatever these creatures are that are coming out. I want to try to play Acquisitions Expert and also get in Barefooted Infiltrator here. He's going to want to attack for sure. That's fine. I'm still hopeful I can get a card here off of the Acquisitions Expert. Okay, so we're going to take a lot. Realistically, we're just drawing to one more kill spell here. We've already got like 8 lands in play. So. Alright, well. Cast Acquisitions Expert here real quick. Take the last card out of their hand, which is... Whoa, that's a good one to take. Alright. Kill that. Alright. Really just grinding our opponent out here. Acquisitions Expert, and Acquisitions Expert plus Mind Drain. So they've discarded 4 cards so far. Yeah, that should be pretty much the death knell for our opponent. I have a Vanquish in hand to kill whatever they play. These are the kind of games that Sure-Footed Infiltrator just takes over. That's it. Alrighty, everybody, here we're with game 2 of our blue-black control deck. I'm gonna keep this. We have Expert into Mind Drain. I think there's gonna be a lot of games where we play Expert into Mind Drain, and honestly, being on the draw, I think is kind of good for this deck. So we have Anti-Cognition, which wants to be on the play, but being on the draw means they have 1 less card. So attacking their hand becomes, I think, more impressive. We'll take that island. I want to play Shadow Stinger here. I want to develop my board. I'll Mind Drain our opponent next turn when they play out their hand. What does this do? Grab 2, draw 2? Okay. Trying to get back some of the card advantage. Now we just get to feed and deliberate and attack because they have 5 cards. Can we mill them for 3? I'm just going to feed here. Again, we don't really want them to make a lot of choices with what they're discarding. So if they have 5 cards in hand, I'll worry about it later. It's good to get Shadow Stinger in and start getting cards in their graveyard. We do have some cards that care about having X amount of cards in a graveyard, for instance. There's one right there. I'm a 5/3 into play, see what happens. Sure. Skydancer's fine. It's kind of weird that our opponent's playing Skydancer and also has 3 colors here. I was expecting them to be Kicker, but from what I'm seeing, they look like they're a blue-black deck. And they just have random 2 green lands for some reason. The classic 2 random green lands. Alright, so let's go ahead and cast Mind Drain. And then I will, last card, cast Acquisitions Expert, take their last card. They picked up my Nissa, that's why they have the green. I mean, I guess that's fair. I mean, honestly, that would be a reasonable argument. I actually think I'm okay with just kind of shipping this guy. Trading for both these. Sure. Our opponent's just on empty then. I guess, yeah. Splashing a huge bomb would make sense, but I feel like 2 green lands would be weird then, right? Opponent has 15 cards left. Sure. They can't take very many more hits. We'll inevitably end up feed the swarming that crawling barons at some point. Okay. Double Deadly Alliance in the dirt. I'm gonna attack these idiots in. Put a counter on. Putting 2 counters on it. I don't think Crawling Barons is enough to pressure us out. I mean, I'm just gonna keep attacking. He has to block at some point. Opponent can't just take damage forever. Beat it to the wall. Alright, play Sure-Footed Infiltrator. With Shadow Stinger and Sure-Footed in play, I don't think we can lose. We have Acquisitions Expert as well. Let's just attack here. That's kind of annoying, actually. Man, I don't get to draw a card. Alright, well, Mind Drain looks terrible right now, but... guess I will cast this Acquisitions Expert. I will pay 1, sir. I'm gonna go get myself a free card. Oh, I'm just gonna kick this. Tap down the big boy. You can mill me for 2. Now I can start getting in with both again. I don't have to be on the defense. Attack with everything. I'm still just holding on to Mind Drain. Don't really have a whole lot else going on with it. And just shred our opponent's hand. Still don't really understand the green sources. I looked and I didn't see anything green. And I milled like almost his whole deck. Because in the month of December I went all the way from Bronze 4 to here. And I've been doing pretty good. Alright, everybody. Here we are with game 3 of this blue-black control deck. I'm going to keep this. I'll deliberate for a swamp. Man, everybody's playing blue-black. I'm going to feed that. I drew the swamp, so I don't care too much. Alright. Go ahead and vanquish this. I mean, we can just trade 1 for 1 all the way up the curve. Next card our opponent plays, probably Bubble Snare it. Oh, Blood Beckoning? Ooh, that is good. Alright, we're probably just going to into the Royal, whatever he plays here then. With Kicker, draw a card. Go into the tempo strat for a little bit. Opponent is missing land drop. Sure, vanquish. Opponent's still missing land. So if opponent plays spell here, then we play Living Tempest. Then we can cast Feed the Swarm, Mind Drain the next turn, killing whatever he plays here. Oh, Mind Drain. All right. So we let that resolve, and we give up Bubble Snare and Feed the Swarm. And then a Mind Drain just went to our dirt. We cast Living Tempest here.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Oh my god, that scared me. Alright, we take all three of these. Hey, Crazed, thanks for the resub. I appreciate it. Welcome for the 9 months. Oh my god. The draft grind is going pretty well. We're Diamond 4 right now, or whatever. We started like Plat 3 today. I have no removal now. Okay, so let's go Acquisitions Expert. I was so focused in on the game, like, sub notification just scared me. Alright, Cleric of Chill Depths, that's fine. You're gonna attack for 3? I mean, we're slowly starting to grind our opponent out, you know what I mean? They're running out of cards, even though they had that Blood Beckoning. And I've developed all my cards onto the table. They likely have to cast something here. We have 7 power in the air. They could play Royal Mage and loot, I guess. Sure, Blood Priest is fine. That doesn't have any effect on us at all. We're just worried about Kill Spell here on Scavenger. Otherwise, we just win the race hands down. They're waiting on Tazim Royal Mage to get back Blood Beckoning, maybe? That's okay. Why don't we help them out with discarding some cards? They can just go ahead and put those right. Alright, so they milled Torbrax, discarded the Tazim Royal Mage, got rid of the Skyclave Plunder. So they're on 2 cards? Oh god. Get back Torbrax? Sure. I still don't think we particularly... Oh, they put a sorcery in the graveyard for us. Wait. What? 1 plus the number of types of cards in their graveyard? They already had a sorcery in there. Why'd this go up? I don't want to pump Torbrax at all. I'm gonna make him jump away with Gratitude. Like I can race forever with this. I have a giant 5/3 lifelinker. Didn't land. I'm so confused. creature, sorcery, land, instant. Those were already all in the graveyard. Yeah, that's fine. Now they have to chump away Torbrax. Okay. Put you to 3. Still at 20. Alright, they need to find a removal spell for this Living Tempest. Or a blocker. Go ahead and block Relic Golem. Actually, maybe I wasn't supposed to block there. Ooh, gotcha. Got him with the tempo. Alrighty, everybody. Here we are with, what are we, game 4 of our blue-black control deck. We'll keep this. Bubble Snare's fine. Play it early. The biggest thing that this deck would run into is not drawing enough lands, I think, to be able to cast its spells. It's like, if I get to Skyclave Plunder, I feel like I'm in good shape. So we need to hit lands to get there, and also be able to protect ourselves. But we do have good removal suite in order to protect ourselves. Alright, opponent being on black spells is pretty good for us. I think that's going to be a pretty slow... Yeah, Clerics is pretty slow. And this Acquisitions Expert looks fantastic against that 3-1. Discard a card and block your 3-1. Yeah, that's fine. Take that. It's like we don't care what we take from our opponent, realistically. We just care that we're taking things. I'll block here. Sure. Pump spell's fine. Okay. Sure. We just Bubble Snare it now. Sure. Our opponent's trying to do their best aggro impression with all their 1 power creatures. 23 hours to finish the grind. I should be fine. I'm not too worried about it. I'll take this, and this, I guess. I don't really want more lands. Alright, opponent, you better have a spell, otherwise I'm taking it. Alright, no blocks. I don't know if you have a pump spell, so I'm not gonna... Nope. Alright. I'm taking whatever's in your hand. Give me your lunch money. Alright, put it in the graveyard. Put this one in the graveyard while you're at it. Alright. You know, why don't you go put 3 more in the graveyard? Yeah. He's dead. Alright. Oh, we're in. Alright, everybody. Welcome to game 5 of this blue-black control deck. I guess we keep this. I mean, it has an Acquisitions Expert. We've got 3 of those in the deck, so. Oh, our opponent's on the play and mulliganed. That's so brutal against us. What do you even do? Against the just Raven's Crimes deck, you're on the mulligan. You're just like, alright. I guess I'll just have no cards in hand. Opponent's on the double mulligan now. Oh! Get that card in the graveyard. I don't want to deal with that. Oh, yeah? You want to trade? No? Okay. You want to trade with this? No, I'm good. Yeah, go ahead and just tap that one. Go ahead and just kill this one. Alright. Back. Well, this one's looking pretty good for us so far. Alright. Get some lands. Does that change anything? Not really. Alright, let's see what we got on top. I'll take this, this, and that. Oh, man. Jeez. That's a lot of removal spells. Deal me 2, pick up Colony Ambush. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna attack for 4. Maybe our opponent realistically will cast Colony Ambush on the Pyroclastic Hellion, but I highly, highly doubt that. Gonna kill this. There's no way for me to stop it. We're getting 4 on the way out, though. Okay, I'll cast Deliberate. What do we got? Ooh, alright. Give me those last 2 cards. Gimme. Bang. Put those 6 drops in the graveyard. Alright, he's out of here. I feel mean playing this deck. This is disgusting. This seems pretty 7-0. Maybe. We haven't seen any challenges yet, but you never know. You never know what can happen. It's Magic. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to game 6 of this blue-black control deck. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. We have just removal on 2, and then double Mind Drain. So we just go removal spell, and then we go Mind Drain you again. So essentially, we just look at the fact that our opponent's on, like, not a whole lot of cards right now. Just to play Shadow Stinger. Normally I would Mind Drain there, but Shadow Stinger does a lot. There's no rush to Mind Drain our opponent. Mill them for 3. They're playing Wizards with a splash of black. That is very weird. What is this swamp for? I'm not sure. Try 1. I don't want both these. You left the card on top, so I kind of just want to Mind Drain our opponent. Does this mills that card off the top still? I don't think it's worth it to into the Royal here. Now if he attacks, I just block, and then I cast into the Royal if he has a pump spell. If he has a kill spell, we into the Royal Shadow Stinger back to our hand. Okay. Draw 2. You agree? It seems like a 7-0. I think there's a chance. I don't wanna say anything yet. I'm gonna cast Mind Drain here. Unless he has Jawari's Disruption, he's going to lose 2 more cards. Oh my god. Royal Eruption, Rock Slide Sorcerer, Royal Eruption. Jesus. Alright. Draw 3 is really good off the top there. I'll take all of these. And then I get his last card. That was actually a nuts draw 5, by the way. Or draw 3, by the way. That was insane. That was borderline unfair. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So we lose a card there, but we still get to take this card. I need to find a way to kill my opponent. That's the problem. I mean, I guess just them naturally decking out is fine. Magmatic Channeler on 7? Whew. That's a big boy. Why don't you go ahead and put that back in your hand? Alright, Black Bloom Rogue is a way to end the game for sure. Does Emerald Mage get back Royal Eruption probably here? Yep. I'll kick a Bubble Snare to get this out of the way. Did I not kick that Bubble Snare? Wait, what? Oh my god, I paid 4 and then clicked not kick. Oh my god. Let's not talk about it, chat. Let's not talk about it. Alright. Feed that one to the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna count how many lands he has left. 8, 9, 10. I've only seen 10 lands. Probably got 6 more. Out of 10 cards. There's a chance. I'm just gonna kill this. Yeah, I was playing a little fast there. I was already thinking ahead as to like what I was gonna hit next. Draw 3. Sure. Opponent definitely could win this. They're ahead on resources. Alright. We'll take 1 away. Take away Mountain. I think I'm pretty much just playing for them to deck themselves at this point. That's not even a fast enough clock to kill me before they deck. What do I have left? That's the real question. Nighthawk Scavenger, Tempest, Deadly Alliance, some lands, Bubble Snare, Acquisitions Expert. I'll attack here. I want a good kick Royal Eruption. I need to be able to kill this. 5 in hand. Alright, if our opponent has Royal Eruption, we are dead. I don't want to risk this dying. How many more Royal Eruptions could they... Wow, flashing for Deadly Alliance? That seems crazy. Here, I've seen 2, 3 Royal Eruptions. Alright. So we're hoping they cast a creature here. We can scry 2. Maybe they have a 4th Royal Eruption. Possible. Okay. I'm gonna pass the turn. Got him. Did I? Did I get him? Ooh, got him. Got him. Got him. Not even close. Alright, everybody, here we are with a game 7 of this blue-black control deck. Got a mulligan this. Can't keep it. I can keep this. I'm going to throw back Living Tempest. I think between Acquisitions Expert, Feed the Swarm, and Surefoot Infiltrator, I can regas myself through a mulligan. I'm on the play as well, which kind of sucks, but also is kind of good. It's hard for this deck to know what it wants, so I'll probably... Because I can't Feed the Swarm on a 3-drop then, so what I'm going to do is Acquisitions on 2, Feed on 3, Surefoot Infiltrator on 4. That's likely my natural progression of play here. That's assuming we draw land, though. Obviously, we don't draw land, then our curve's really broken, and we probably are going to be in trouble. Alright, so we just get to exchange a card for free. Doesn't really matter what it is. We're just trying to take away resources. So now, essentially, we're both on even playing fields with the mulligans. So now I have Anti-Cognition up, so I can counter whatever he plays, and then land Surefoot Infiltrator on a clean board. Yeah, so we just Anti-Cognition this, then we Surefoot Infiltrator. And then we have Feed the Swarm plus Anti-Cognition to catch back up now that we've resolved this. And Surefoot Infiltrator will help push us into the late game. So he has Into the Royal options here if he has a land, for instance. I don't know what his other color is. I'm assuming he has 2 colors. Draw 2 is definitely not good here for him. That is not a good sign for him. Because now he needs to try to get through a counter spell and a removal spell, and I'm going to be drawing a card every single turn. I mean, I guess realistically removal spell here. Yeah. So Into the Royal does do it. The nice thing about Into the Royal there is I have the mana to play it again. And our opponent is still stuck on lands and under a lot of pressure. So all these cards that are left over here, none of them really matter. It just gets countered. Could have... Nope, never mind. Can't even have Dwarf's Disruption. Let's say he could have another one, but he doesn't even have the land for it. Alright, Killing Trap, sure. So our opponent's just trying to deny resources from us now, which isn't too big of a deal. Obviously, we would rather have that card, but also our opponent losing a card for free is similar. We get to just Bubble Snare this. And I mean, we have 3 removal spells in hand, so realistically, we're in great shape. Oh, we can Mind Drain our opponent, too. So we Mind Drain our opponent, they mill 1, they go up to 9 cards in dirt. Draw a card, they'll go up to 5. 5 cards in hand. Pretty far behind on board. Wind Rider in the graveyard. Alright, so they had a Shell Shield, so we might want to watch out for something like that. I'm starting to think that this opponent is actually just mono blue, which is also, obviously, you know, a Charx makes a lot of sense in a mono blue deck. I'm going to take 4 here to kill this. Oh, I can't kill it. Never mind. I forgot that it has the Frost Shield. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can't have Shell Shield yet. I guess I just Deadly Alliance it. Yeah, I'll just auto pay for it all. Shouldn't have a way to protect this thing. Cool deck from our opponent, though. Like, a lot of disruptive elements, plus, like, the big crab that's extra disruptive. creatures that feel pretty bad to like kill, things that draw cards and stuff. Relic Amulet. Yeah, I think our opponent's mono blue. This is really cool. I haven't seen a mono blue deck. Just gonna vanquish this. Attack. This is enchantment, right? Yeah. Just play Scavenger here. And realistically, our opponent needs to do something this turn or they're dead. Unfortunately, that's not good enough. That one has the classic line on it, dies to removal. Alright, and there we go. We just went 7-0. Not bad. Not bad. Let's take a final look at this deck real quick, because this is one of the rare 7-0s that we've gotten. So, one of the things that I think makes this deck so strong is the fact that it doesn't really care what your opponent is doing, because, for instance, Acquisitions Expert just takes cards away, and Mind Drain just takes cards away. And this set is pretty synergistic, so you're looking for things like, I'm playing Clerics, so I want a lot of Clerics, or I'm playing Rogues, and I want a lot of Rogues. I'm playing Wizards, I want a lot of Wizards. I'm playing Party, so I need all 4. It makes it really difficult when you have to discard, 3, 4, 5 cards. Like, you can't actually just have those cards. So this deck is basically predicated on the fact that we can break people's synergies, and then we just have good cards, like Sure-Footed Infiltrator to draw cards, and Nighthawk Scavenger to kill our opponents. We have generically good removal, like Deadly Alliance, that just kills things. It doesn't care, realistically, what cards are which. It just exchanges cards for cards. So essentially you're just looking in pure numbers saying, well, I have 2 cards and they have 1 card. So if my card always exchanges for 1 card, they're always going to be behind. So that's something that I really like drafting something like this because, like I said, it's not so bad when you're on the draw. And that's something that I think is pretty obvious when you're playing an aggro deck, that it is way better to be on the play. So you lose a lot of points by being on the draw, but a deck like this doesn't care so much because you have so many Acquisitions Experts. Now, I will say this deck does have a lot of uncommons that are not super easy to come by. So like Acquisitions Expert, for instance. The Shadow Stinger, I think, was really, really good. Put pressure on our opponents in different ways. But I mean, and the Sure-Footed Infiltrator. But besides that, realistically, it's not as bad. And it does have a rogue sub-theme, so it's not too bad. But you don't need too many synergies. So if you guys like this one, make sure you check out the next one.